high rise of investments. It is in globalization is typically in Butuan City presents that there's more opportunity for job hiring and it's good for our community. So let's say example for new establishment which is the SM Butuan where it opened on November 13, 2020. It has a bigger impact to people as well as our economy grows stronger and bigger. The high competition. As SM was established that day, other competitors like Kaisano Malls of Butuan and Robinsons of Butuan were losing a lot of customers and consumers. As Butuanan people, we all go to new different things. Now they compete with each other but have strategic marketing sales like discounts, voucher, and many more. They might even buy ads on TV just to persuade everyone to go to their stores. Imported high technologies. And while we're talking about bigger firms and other establishments, when we're talking about business, a CEO or a founder would invest in good and new equipment that will help their business into a success, and it's very crucial to them. And as well as for the consumers, we can buy more product because they can produce more and faster. My example for this are those food production company like Life Giving Foods, some King, and others. Unemployment. If we're talking about unemployment, in globalization, in a particular place like the city of Butuan, it's very unhappy because there are a lot of people who lost their job because of how big companies have different standards and requirements for their jobs because this many people will be unemployed. For example, here is the wing on corporation, poverty. For many unemployed people, this can cause them to poverty because they can't find a job that fits them. This leads poverty. And it's really bad for them as well as their families and loved ones. Though, it can lead to high crime rate because unemployed people don't have a choice but to steal just for their everyday essential needs. So it's bad for society. High debt record. And as poverty spikes, it can lead to a high debt record. Later then, it will affect the economy like lower wages and a growing gap between demand and supply. So it's bad.
Internet. So the internet and globalization in Butuan City in particular. So the internet and other forms of communication technology have greatly enlarged the world's information base. So it is altered how people work and offered several means to bridge the cultural what we call cultural gaps. We have wide opportunity for learning. So the internet is a vast thing to explore and to nurture. So it gives information around the globe in one click that how people work it is. So imagine having technologies to learn skills or talents and teach in university that costs more than you buy a loan or otherwise in your mobile data. So it is amazing that as long as you have technologies like cell phones, desktop, any other device that can connect to the internet. So abuse of wrong misguided information on the internet. So as we wonder about wonderful things and how open and free the internet is, there's still a downstream to internet and it is misleading information, content creator, and untrusted website or etc. So that gives misinformation is really frustrating, especially to people who got easily persuaded by what they hear, and how it give them wrong information is really bad because some of this misinformation is taking about health, like treating pain with a different kind of nonsense, and people do believe in that because the creators they less tend to give them actual evidence, but it's fake. So this misleading information is not only occurred in the city of Butuan, but in the whole Philippines as well. Education. So education or the educational system in Butuan City are quite more interesting because of how countless educational institutions and establishments were ready to welcome new and old learners to fulfill their thirst for learning. So, the effect of COVID-19 in education is mainly all educational institutions beyond the city of Butuan have implemented two modalities because of COVID-19, and these are modular learning and online learning. And the times of COVID-19, all learning industries, private and public, do this method to continue the learning. It has a big impact on students because students who are not capable or afford mobile phones do modular, and then students just exchange answer to their classmate without reading or learning from modular that has been given. And for educational institution and educators, so it gives them new experience like online classes. So students experience. So when we talk about students experience, so for students who are capable of competing for the tragic to the world like COVID-19, according to some survey in DepEd in Butuan City, some students are applied in modular learning more than online learning. So the students from modular have a low percentage of percentage that has been or who actually learn or rate their modular. So some of them were based on copying their answer in online or maybe from their classmates. So for those who are online students, they have the same modular, but they have more school works in online more than modular. So that makes online learning have more experience, and the majority of them are actually learning of just doing their task to pass their either they can just search to the internet or information. So that's all. Thank you.